there's a lot of things happening in the world that is like such a result of the chaos the family in America is in. I was finna say black family, but it's not just black family. The American family is in chaos. Like the things that the children do. It is something to be said about that, man. Listen, man, these kids do what they see. These kids do what they see. Every once in a while, you get a real little prophecy baby who was born crazy. But most of the time, these kids are living out what they see that is happening in their house, especially in the house, and on the internet, and in the streets. And I think it's in that order. These kids are living out what they see in the house, the internet, and in the streets. In that order. And I'm saying, like, a lot of these people don't have the courage to admit, like, yo, this is how I'm treated at home. That's why the kids treat me like this. And I'm just saying, when you truly grow up, you will not have people around you that treat you disrespectfully. I'm bold enough to say this. My daughter called me out the blue. And I was like, yo, what is this about? And I think she's trying to move to California. So I'm like, oh, that's nice. But what about that shit last time I saw you? I mean, I'm not going to act like it didn't happen. Disrespect.
Now, before we go any further here, shout out to Corey Holcomb, the 5150 crew here. I know he is not directly speaking on the situation, but it seems like it's kind of it's a parallel here regarding King and T.I. King is T.I.'s son, and if you guys don't know, just go ahead and do a quick Google search how his young son was just blatantly disrespectful to T.I. and Tiny, talking about how he's in the street and he knows about the trap, and there's so many things that I don't want to say. You guys can hear it for yourself. But when you watch the video, you watch the interaction to the point where that T.I. actually put hands on his son, basically saying, what are you talking about, basically? So we're looking at a situation where King is being disrespectful to his father, being disrespectful to his mother, just overall just being disrespectful in a matter of fact here. So Corey Hoke's talking about the whole family dynamic, whether it's black or white, it seems like here. So let's continue here a little bit more. You can talk about his daughter and just in general.
You don't disrespect your father. I'm telling all you young people of the world, don't disrespect your father because you think it's trendy to do so. Don't disrespect your father. This world will have you hating your father, but trust me, you are here because your father had the wherewithal to get your mama to bust down. Trust me, that's why you here. Or your father has some money, so your mama bust down. Either way, your father started your life with a conversation way before you got here. So if you don't believe that, every once in a while a woman will initiate things with a man that's just on love. Most of the time when a woman initiates conversation with you, this is my opinion, it's because she wants some money.
Oh, damn.
When girls walk up to me and speak, I'll be like,
oh, well, yes, in your position, yes. I get it.
That's right.
It's funny. Craig, don't no woman want you, dog. I'm telling you, man.
That's hilarious.
They don't want you. Lil Nail, don't no woman want you.
Oh, wow.
Don't nobody want you, dog. You ain't.
There you go.
He said none of the hoes want him. That's that. They don't want you, dog. Trust me. I'm telling you. Even Nail. Even Abe. You know, Abe had action the other night when I saw Abe. Abe was like, "What up, Corey?" Yeah, I was proud of you, boy.
Oh, no.
Abe had action. Like, I don't know what the fuck this fool be talking about. Look, boy, I'm out here. Anyway, now I'm saying, like, you can't disrespect your father because America basically tells you your father's no good. You can't do that. Look, how about this? Even if your father is no good,
Let's just say, right. If that's,
you're not supposed to disrespect your father. When you get old enough, you might not be around your father because if he's a bad guy, he's a bad guy. If he's a scumbag, he's a scumbag.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, you're not supposed to walk up to your father and try him. And I'm talking to everybody who does it, including mine, which she tried to avoid the real conversation. You don't disrespect me and expect me to have you up under me.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter if I love you or not. I'm not about to have a disrespectful person at my age, a disrespectful person.
No matter what the relationship is.
Up under me like that. And the people that are disrespectful, that find their way into my presence, if they really just watch, they'll be like, Corey trying to get the hell away from me. If you watch my actions when I'm around disrespectful people, I am trying to get away from you.
That's real shit.
And you don't cause like a spectacle or anything. See, that's the big thing too, is that look, if you've got a beef or a problem with somebody, especially that somebody close to you like that and that, why would you want to make a spectacle, a public spectacle of
I think what you're saying has validity. But what I'm saying is, in America, we're trained to hate our fathers and disrespect our mothers. We're trained to do this. This is what society has us thinking. I saw my son talking crazy to his mother, and I'm telling you, it almost made me cry. I was like, boy, do you know you here because she didn't listen to me? I told her don't have you. I wanted him to know the magnitude of what he was doing when he shushed off his mama like, I was like, boy, do you know? Yeah, boy, you talking crazy to the one person who campaigned for you since day one.
Now,
that is a great point what Corey's saying here. I want to stop the video here because I don't want to take too much of Corey's time here. If you guys want to hear more about it, just go in the link below and just go ahead and follow Corey 5150 Crew. They bring it all the time, every Tuesday. Like I say, he is my new pastor. But what is Corey Holcomb saying here? For the people who are young out there, do not disrespect your parents. Because you know why? He is saying it bluntly as the way Corey Holcomb can say it. You may not have been here because of me, or you may not have been here because of her. But the point is, your parents are here and you are here because of them. And there's going to come times in your life that you're going to need them. Now, like he said, there are some people who deal with dirt down diggler fathers or parents in general. Some people are born with just the 8 ball behind in front of the 8 ball here and don't have the situation of having good parents. But even then, even if they are so dirt down, low down, you don't have to be around them to even get that disrespect. You don't have to talk to them, but show them respect, because without them, you would not be here as well. But if we want to go back to what Tiny and T.I. and King was going on there, T.I. is the one that lived the hard life. He was the one that was in the streets. Now, King may say that those times when he lived with his parents and then he lived with his grandmother. The point is, T.I. was funding the grandparents so that King could live the way he lived. Now, there could have been some undesirable types of people coming by that's giving him the wrong influence, but the thing is, that boy did not live no street life. That boy don't know what hard work is. That boy never been through hard times. T.I. went through that. Everybody around his family went through that here. But kids want to live vicarious through the streets, want to live vicarious through the internet, thinking things are harder than what it is when knowing you had a suburb life. But here's the thing. You would not have what you have without your father. If your father's a decent person in his life here and did right by you and did what he had to do, why are you being disrespectful to him? Because there's going to come a day when he's not here, or with your mother when she's not here. You know what's going to happen? You're going to wish that they were here. Same thing for me and my father. I was lucky enough to have this man for 39 and a half years of my life. This black man was married to my mother for 6 months shy of 50 years. So I know that I can talk about a situation where I saw a black man love his black woman, raise his black kids, and even to the point where I became a teenager and an adult and then became having my own family, things of that nature. I looked up to him because he went through life. He went through the battle scars. He's been through racism. He knows what it's like to be a black man and raising kids here. That is information and tutelage in history that all of us need. The older generation imparting back into the newer generation here. But on top of that too, is a family dynamic where that if you are a boy, you cannot be a man until a man shows you the way. A woman can raise a boy, but she cannot raise him to be a man. And if you really want to be on your purpose, you're going to listen to the person who was there before you. The problem is that we want to have hubris. We want to go by our own understanding. We think we know what is right and what's wrong. In actuality, we don't know until history gives us that lesson. So if you still have your parents in your life, especially your black father, make sure you're talking to him. Make sure you're picking his brain. Make sure you're not disrespecting him, because you never know the dynamic between your father and your mother, and the fact that you may not have been here because of him. You don't know that he could have campaigned for you to be here, but you over here yelling at him wish he wasn't here, when in actuality that man loves you. But the thing is, he loves himself as well, and he's not going to allow anybody to disrespect him. So if you need his help, show that respect and reverence. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a YouTuber. Comment, like, subscribe, and click on that bell notification below. I want to hear your commentary about this video, what Corey Holcomb said here. What do you think about the T.I. and King situation? And what do you think about my commentary? Because, hey, what do I know, like I said here. But until next time, I'm that dude named Dave. See y'all there, YouTube world.